Might be a very confusing view right now, but we're going to be doing some 3D doodling. Here's my hand. I guess you could see. You can see two views. This is a top down and a side view. Now, if this is your first time joining us, on Mondays we do Design It, where you learn things about design. Sometimes it's just a fun, whimsical thing like 3D doodling, which does concern some 3D design. Well, again, if you haven't heard of us before, we are Do Space Library. We're like a library. So we're Do Space. We are a library in Omaha, Nebraska. We usually stream these things for our local viewers here, but if you're from a place, outside of Omaha, you're still welcome to join and watch. Just so you know, there is a chat on Twitch and on Facebook that you can interact with me or ask questions and such and just hang out. I like to. You can also totally ask me custom things to like draw out and stuff, yeah. But otherwise, yeah, this is not the normal like setup we do. So I just had this little interesting setup so you can see top and sideways view of this. Oh, another thing is that we have a bean stack. A bean stack is a place where you can complete challenges and win prizes. So if you're watching this and you make a few things on your own, you can go over to Beanstack. If you look at our scrolling text, it's dospace.beanstack.org where you can sign up and create your own things. Now let's get started here. So right here, I have a 3D doodler. I'll hold it close to the camera. And my giant hand's on the way on the other side. But we see like right here, it says 3D doodler. We have these available for checkout at DSpace right now. They're actually not available. I know I just said they are available, but reason why is because, COVID, but we're figuring out ways how we can sanitarily get these able to be checked out for people to use in our family rooms. But otherwise, yeah, most of this you can like totally check this out. Maybe try to build stuff with like toothpicks along with me, but otherwise, yeah, you could definitely check us out and ask if whenever the 3D Doodler will ever be available again. Most likely, again, this is like the earliest, probably summer. You just come down with your DSpace card and photo ID and you can check this out. Otherwise, yeah, you can use this video to learn how this works. So right now the light is red. That means it's overheating, so I have to turn it off. I do have a lovely arrangement of colors right here. You can see both in the left side camera and the right side. Open that. There we go. We got all arrangement colors there. You guys can totally ask, tell me what color to go with here. Otherwise, I'm just gonna grab a random amount here. Beanstack sounds delicious. I'm hungry. Yeah, it does sound delicious. It sounds like a stack of beans of some sort. Maybe like a dessert, like a red bean dessert. Yeah, it's just, there's an extra website for kids and adult activities. I'm just gonna grab a random sort here. Now, whenever we do open up again, oh, I should say hello, Steve. Thank you for interacting with me. If you got any suggestions for what colors to choose, I'm gonna make a ring first. Let's start with a simple flat design and teach about how to build things up. Okay, I think this is enough colors for now. Just gonna put that off to the side here. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this back on. I have to wait for this to turn blue. But we have here's a little template that we've made, usually for our tours. This is just for making a ring. It's very flat, but we just kind of build it together. This other part is a 3D star that we'll be building afterwards. Oh, it's upside down. There we go. So we're going to start with the ring, and then I'm going to show how to make a cube. I'm going to start with blue, I guess. Darker blue. These colors off to the side here. Even though it's warming up, I'm going to go ahead and insert it. You can actually, this is right here, it's called filament. It is the ABS type, which takes a higher temperature to melt. This is just basically a glorified glue gun that takes plastic like this and melts it. with the different tiers of glue. So I just insert it through here, waiting for it to still warm up. Yeah, it won't let me go. I have buttons right here that says fast and slow. It's kind of hard to read with the brightness setting that I have here. Um, but yeah, I'm just kind of, hopefully this will warm up someday soon. There you go. So it just turned blue. Now it's ready to go. And I'm going to push slow first. I have to wait for it to go. On the back side, there's like a little window blue that shows me how deep it is. And I don't feel it rotating. I'm going to go fast. It's like turning it. I'm also pushing it to make it go faster. There we go, just got a bunch of green. Just getting all this green out. Probably was yellow. You can see like a gradient thing going on here. Now this is hot to touch. So I kind of like just let it go. Press the button once to stop it. Got that out there. So now we're ready. So first, I'm gonna try to figure out my ring size here. Just kind of looking at it from above. I'm gonna go the bigger size and go with this 9 right here, just 19 millimeters. And literally all you do is we're just doing basic shapes first. So usually I tell people to go slow, but I'm used to using this thing. So I'm just kind of going for it. A lot of people do like one layer, but honestly it's really good to do multiple layers of building, so it's more sturdy. Yeah, I'm just kind of building this out. Now, if you have any suggestions, what shape should I go with? I want to ask you guys, should I make this a star ring, a heart ring, a square ring, or something custom like a smiley face? Yeah, so if I just got this ring right here, of course I have to wait for it to cool down. Looks like I made it a little hot because it's kind of whooshy right here. I think I'm gonna go with a star. Okay, so you can see the sideways view here. You can even see how tall it is right here. So I'm just gonna fill this one all the way. Yeah, right now it's like really easy mode of just making rings. Just doing 2 layers here, and now I'm going into the inside here. I've seen people make really cool stuff with 3Doodlers. Like, I saw someone make Optimus Prime from Transformers. And it was like, they started with gray filament and then they sanded it down. And then colored it. It was, yeah, it turned out really nice. And then there's me making this stuff where I'm like, all my stuff looks like toy, recycled toys. Okay. Just kind of making this, you know, very sturdy. Inside again, you can kind of see how tall it's getting. The other view. So I'm just going to stop that for now and turn around. Wow, that used a lot of blue really fast. Okay, so I'm going to grab this one. It's probably cool now. Yep, already cool. I should have went up a few more sizes. So I guess it's a pinky ring here. Now, how do I attach this to this? Well, I said earlier it was a glow-fried glue gun. So what I'm going to do here is just basically glue it together. I'm gonna try to get this better view on the other camera. So usually you gotta be very careful with this. It does get really hot when you apply more glue on here. Well, more filament, recycled plastic on here. But I'm gonna touch the slow setting. So you can be very careful because this is super hot. We do have like a kid, like a young kid friendly doodler. That is like low temp, but it takes forever to make anything. Got that. I'm gonna kind of switch the views on the other camera because I'm trying to like see. There we go. I'm gonna wait for the live, but yeah, we got our first 3D object here. I can show this one. It's kind of a ugly, so I'm trying to get the focus. Come on, but this way. Will it focus this way? Kind of. I got a star ring that I made. Very simple, very easy to make. I see most people like make keychains first. Yeah, I can put it on. And all that stuff. Now, we're going to think about designing our own type of thing. I'm just going to flip this over so it's easier. But, of course, I can make my own. Oops, I totally hit the camera up here. There we go. So, I could totally just design whatever I want. Usually, I'm going to go with square. So in building a square, a cube of some sorts, you gotta think, how many sides does it have? So you think in a one-dimensional square, it just has one side. But if we flatten a box out, you gotta mentally think, how many sides is it? You got front, left, right, back, so that's 4, then top and bottom, so that's 6. So we're gonna need to make 6 squares, hopefully all the same size. So, got like a bunch of extra filament here, but I'm just making a square here. Gonna layer it a little bit. Now I'm gonna fill it in. But a lot of 3D building kind of involves that. You got to think about those 3D objects. And if you have a hard time, like imagining that shape, you can definitely like try building it in Tinkercad and then flatten it out, or look at like example 3D objects flattened out like a cube. They're usually called geometry sets. I got the square here. They're called geometry sets, and yeah, you can see them all flattened out. Just gonna clean this up a little bit here. Because it got very noodly. But I got one side here. I'm gonna make another square. Because I'm gonna turn this into a cube. Just kind of, I'm going slow this time. So I can like fill it in better. If you ever worked with a 3D printer before, you notice how it gets stringy when it's offset. Pretend this is like a 3D printer. And it gets stringy because it's going either too fast, too slow. It gets misaligned and just gets stuck to that one spot. Just goes. I got that. I think I'm almost out of blue. I'll grab more blue, or I can have it change into yellow, I guess. Have a weird gradient in the middle right there. Okay, so now that's done. There's one side. So now we got two squares. I'm gonna make this into a cube. How do I do that? Thinking like that method of gluing together. Yes, that's how exactly we're gonna do this. So I'm just gonna hold this, trying to get an angle where my hand isn't in the way. Maybe I can lean this way a little bit. Lean a different way here. And so I got one of these squares up here. And just gonna glue it together. I see a lot of artists just wear like gloves when doing this because it gets hot. And then I've seen people work with their bare hands, and I'm just like, what? So So now we got like a little roof right there. It's kind of bent in a little bit. I'm gonna reinforcement by adding more on the other side here. Be careful not to burn my hand. Oh, I thought it was on the view right there. Okay, so we got, two sides there. Now I'm not gonna make a full cube. Um, well, maybe I'll come back to this later, but I want to make my star that I have that's under this sheet. But yeah, that's kind of how you build 3D objects. I've seen people like just build like freehand where they like, I'm gonna show an example here. There's like so many different ways to do it, but I've seen people like try to build a square out first as their base. Hold on, I'm red out, so I'm trying to get the yellow going here. But yeah, they build like their base first, and then they like hold down one side, and then like slowly hold it up like this. And have to like let it sit still for a little bit before letting go. So they let it dry. So now I got like, I'll hold my hand up, like this little stick. You can see it on the right side here. Got that part sticking up a little bit. So I've seen people do that. So I got this here, holding up and hold, wait, waiting. If I let go too early, it might fall over. There we go. So there's one. The problem with building this way, it's super fragile. But I've seen people do it pretty well. I'm the kind of person who builds each side flat, then puts it together, rather just free building up. Oh, see, this one's kind of leaning now. And then I'm gonna turn this here so I don't knock any other sides down. But like, yeah, they build like a skeleton first. Holding it here for a middle. And they like do like a wireframe where they build around their skeleton. I'm gonna be doing that part next. Okay, so I got this. I'm just basically turning this into like a cone. Oh. So I'm like, I could do a lot like a rectangular volume. Holding that together. Boy, I hope I don't burn my hand. There we go. So I just kind of tied it together. And then what they do next is they like start building like a wireframe here. And they usually go really slow. I'm like trying to turn this paper so it's easier for me to reach around without blocking the camera. Yeah, I'm just too impatient for this. And like, I don't know, it depends what kind of style you want to go with. In the art direction is that this look feels more sketchy. You want more of a sketchy feel to your design. But I like to have more geometric uniform, even though I'm not that good. And just build together because I just find it so much easier to do that. Yeah, I'm just kind of working this side here. I think I got my point across. Man, this is ugly. But that's fine. We're just learning. It's actually kind of fun looking because of the color change. But yeah, like you can see here, I'm not done over obviously with the side, but you kind of build up and down until you get like solid walls. But yeah, that's how some people build. And I showed you guys the flat way where we build with a cube. So I'm just gonna set this aside now. And we got a new sheet here. Trying to think of a good place to put this cube. This little house. Guess I'll keep it right there. It's like really blurry. I'll just keep it to the side then. Here we go. So I got like this shape here. And it turns into a 3D star. That's what we're gonna do here. It's basically building flat. I'm actually going to try to make this solid. So we get A, B, C. There's a lot of templates on 3Doodler that you can try out. We just have this one because, you know, it's really simple 3D object to put together. So I'm using yellow. And yeah, I just follow the line. You can totally like just try build your own design in a program like Tinkercad or something, or Illustrator, or just even paper. And trying to see what happens when you put different shapes together, or try to like make a circle. Circles are hard. And turn it to a sphere. I've seen people do like two flat circles and put them together like crisscross. And then they like fill in the empty spaces. And they grab a Dremel and like smooth it out. Yeah, I just see most people just smooth everything out with like a Dremel or sand it themselves. Yeah, you can totally try this with like cardboard. Just trying to mentally flatten out shapes is kind of hard. Now I'm just kind of filling in the area. I actually think it looks cooler as a wireframe. And by wireframe, I mean it's just a skeleton. That's what most wireframes are. They're just little skeletons of your finished project. Oh, I'm out of yellow. Let's get some more yellow in there. I think this one's good now. There we go. Okay. So now I need to make two of these, but looks like I have B first. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun little star soon. Now I need to go over this twice so it's stable. Otherwise it's just gonna flop around when I pick it up. Now these are so much fun to work with here at DSpace. Yeah. That one's done. So, gotta be careful lifting this. There we go. So there's our base. Right there. I'm gonna put this off the side over this way. Got one of these. Now I need to make 3 more. The slower you go with these, the thicker the filament, the plastic is. because you're just holding it in place a little bit longer, so it's more filament that goes down. Just making sure that I got some layers on this so it's like not super flimsy. Okay. Just making sure not to break it. There we go. So that's 2. I'm so happy it dries. It cools down really quickly. Or I would be like burning myself all the time. Yeah, it makes like a little humming sound. Because it's like on the inside there's like this little spiral like metal spiral screw that like turns when you push the button, and it like pulls down the plastic towards the component that heats up, and it melts it as it reaches to the end right here and pushes the filament out. Think about it on a glue gun where you have to like push on the back end of the glue to go get it to melt. Well, this thing kind of does it for you. It's got like a little thing. Now, with glue guns, of course, they don't have that. Because, you know, it'll break the glue gun so quickly. Yeah, they set this at a higher temperature. It gets like like a liquid state, and it can break the 3D doodler. Okay, so I got 4 of those now. I need to make 2 of these side pieces. No, that one came undone. I might as well just start over on that part. I could just break it off, but I'll just live with it. It's okay to start over. A lot of people do it all the time. Because they're like, oh, I messed up on learning, because you know you're learning the first times. Now, you don't want to keep starting over, where you don't have any finished products in the end. Starting over a few times. It's okay. Practice helps you learn. Okay, and then I need to make 1 more piece. That's kind of fun looking. Do I have enough yellow? Nope. There we go. Nope. And I push this down, so there we go. My filament ran out, so I had to push it down for the little drill part to catch it. Yeah. After this, you guys can suggest a simple 3D object for me to make. And I am totally willing to make it on stream. Otherwise, I'm probably going to make a strawberry. Maybe an orange. No, an orange will take some time. Apple would take some time too. And finish my square, but that's just a square. Okay, now I'm going over it so it doesn't break. There we go. Here comes the fun part. Where you put it together. Okay. So I got these pieces here. Oh wow, there's some weird color balance going on here. Come on. Um, it's so weird. I'm just fixing some of the brightness here. And I'm like, why am I so red on this one? I guess we're living with it. Um, I'll just leave it be. It's just gonna be a weird red on one side. It's just so weird that one camera's just redder than the other. But anyways, the one on the, I guess right, it's more closer to the true color of what's going on here. But yeah, here I got my centerpiece. Making sure you can see it both. There's my centerpiece. Oh, is it because I moved this? Haha, that was the issue. Okay, because they're so white over here, but no white over here. It's just so weird. Okay, so I need to put these two sides down here. I think they go like this. And then, yeah, that's how it works. So we just gotta attach these now. Yeah, I'm gonna attach them on top of this white sheet here. So I don't ruin the mat. That's that side. Yeah, I'm just gluing the individual sides here. I could just grab regular glue too and attach this. Okay, I'm just gonna do all the sides at once. So now I'm gonna attach this right here. Hope not to burn myself. Nope, it's falling down. Hope I'm not blocking too much. Okay, there's that. And then this piece. Yeah, I could, like add filament there and put it on, but you have to be like super quick. There's that side. Now we're done with that side. So you got the half star done here. Now for the other side. Now this is where it gets hard because you have to hold it at the same time. Or maybe not. Oh, sweet. I could just have it rest on itself. I'm gonna try to angle this so you can see from both angles, both cameras here. Okay. Here's a little piece sticking out. Uh, there we go. I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay. There we go. I'm also trying not to break it, as I can easily just push down on this and break it. Okay, so if you think about 3D objects, like I said earlier, I'm making a wireframe here. After I'm done building it, I could totally like go wrap around different sides. Yeah, I can show you a little bit what that looks like on one part. Oh, 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 oh. Here we go. Oh, it looks like I made that part a little too tall. Oh well. Okay, one more piece. Final piece, and it's done. And oh, and then reinforce on the other side here. Nope, nope, nope. Almost broke it. And there we go. You got our little star here, our 3D star. There it is. It's kind of hard to see in the light. There we go. I'm gonna hold my hand behind it. It's like a cool star. Now, what if this is technically, just the wireframe here. So what do we do if we want to turn it to more of a 3D shape? Well, I'll show a little bit of that. So basically, you just fill in the negative space. Is what it is. But first I'm gonna start. You're gonna be seeing mostly from the other camera here. I'm gonna start with building a sphere from the inside. I'm trying to fill like all the inside pieces. I'm starting from the inside. It's kind of hard to see what's going on here. It's easy to see from the top camera that I'm filling in the space from the inside. But you just basically fill in the spaces, the negative space in. And like I said before, artists would like Dremel it down, smooth it out, and then paint on it. Yeah, this is like the sketchbook way of 3D printing. Throw them out. This way. Hot, hot, hot. That's hot. It's so wild to me that the cameras are like completely different. white balances. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to do like one part of it because there's definitely not time to finish. There we go. I'll have to say this is the newer 3D doodler, and I have to say it's a lot slower than the other ones we have. But that's okay. I guess that, you know, makes it easier for people to work with. I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I just want to finish this. Even though I am enjoying my time, it just takes a bit. That's a lot of part of what making design is. It's kind of added to my wireframe here, so I know where to build from. I guess technically there's like no star this way, so just flat there. Technically, I should really build the middle first. And I'm trying to just fill one side in all the way. Kind of looks like a little spaghetti here. Okay, I see another comment, but let me get over to auto translate here. But that's basically what you do. It's kind of ugly. You can see from the above that I have it filled in a bit. But yeah, like it looks ugly first, and then you dremel it down and smooth it out. Okay, let me just translate that. See the word training. Um, okay. Why was it so hard to log in earlier? Here, even though it's true, I logged in with my email and password as well as my CP. I've been logging in before then. Do you still have training? Okay, so I can probably type this out over in Twitch. So if you need auto translate, but this is after school club for kids. Sometimes adults too, if they want to watch. There is no certificate for this. And Twitch is very annoying to log in. It requires two-factor auth to log in. Okay. Okay, sir, thank you. Sir, ma'am, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, that is about it for today with just 3D doodling. Totally, hopefully soon be able to check this out. Um, it's a lot of fun. But otherwise, you can try building, 3D objects with either toothpicks or, um, cardboard and other stuff like that. Or try to build something like Tinkercad or other 3D programs, and then come here to Do Space and try 3D printing it. Otherwise, have a good afternoon, everyone.